It's your right. Make no excuses. This is Joshua. He is our 17-year-old son. But if you were to ask him, he would tell you that he's almost 18. Joshua's a good kid. He's smart. He's funny. He's a hard worker. He's witty. You never really know what's going to come out of his mouth like most teenagers. So a few weeks ago, he came home and said, "Guess what I did today?" Not always the words that you want to hear from a teenager when he comes home from school. He proceeds to say, "I registered to vote." Not at all what we thought he was going to say. We have discussed voting and the importance of voting, but we've never really got down to how do you register, where do you go, those types of things. Joshua, however, took it upon himself because it was important to him, and he got registered to vote. And we were very proud of him. But it made me start thinking, how many people are registered to vote? How many of those people really go out and cast their ballot? And if you don't cast your ballot, why don't you? So the research began. There are 3,557,696 registered voters in Kentucky as of March 2022. In the 2020 election, only 45% of the registered voters went to the polls. That is according to our state website. So the question is, why is that? Well, according to USA Today, the top reasons people don't vote are that they are too busy, they're ill, or they refuse or just don't have any interest in it. If there is an illness that prevents you from going to vote or leaving your home, but you're able to vote, just request a mail-in ballot. I hope that since COVID-19 that our government has figured out more options to allow people to vote. But that is still yet to be seen. And you're too busy? Really? We take time in our days to play on our phones, do social media, video games, and whatever else you do to fill in the spare time that you have. But you won't take the time to go to the polls and cast your ballot. If that is you, you can too request a mail-in ballot. And lastly, for those that register and say that they are not interested or they just refuse, it really speaks for itself. I don't think I need to talk about it. You should have just never registered because it's not that important to you. The reasons people do go out and vote. They vote according to Frederick Carson's and Stedman Olaf Johansson because they want to affect the outcome, because they want to express their political views, and because it is their democratic obligation to cast a vote. I really don't feel like I need to spend a lot of time defending or explaining these reasons. I truly believe that they speak for themselves. This is Joshua. He understands why he registered to vote, not because of what I've taught him, but because of what he knows. He knows his freedom was fought for, and his vote does matter, and that he has a democratic obligation to let his voice be heard. It doesn't matter his views. All that matters is that he goes out and he lets his voice be heard because that is his obligation and his right. We are very proud parents of Joshua. Thank you.